Do you think the others are making good progress? Hope it's all going smoothly. Oh, hey look! They made it back as twins! Llama!
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up.
I ran into Miss Inefa and Miss Aino on the way back.
You seem rather cheerful.
I certainly am. Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors.
We meet again. How have you been?
Albedo! What are you doing here?
Thankfully, tracking you down turned out to be a lot simpler than we envisaged.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the Wild Hunt. When they told me they were Servarka's colleagues, and given how people of outstanding talent tend to...
So? Who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
A gentleman of few words, I see. And a rather
It's nice to meet you. Again. We've,
Wait a sec! You're Minnie Durin!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be
Wow! You look so different! In a good way, of course. It's...
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey...
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now! Paimon could get used to this.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can...
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys...
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if you stopped for a cup of tea or a chat. Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing negative.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on.
I understand. Well...
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come...
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original. Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague.
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly colleagues, more sort of...
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important. Paimon's get...
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy...
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy, though I can't promise the same for everyone.
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without getting the...
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If any...
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides...
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. Under such circumstances.
Oh, but it's fine for me.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your...
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibility.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a...
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Truth be told,
You're not alone. Liyue is a...
Come on. Let's just keep this...
That goes without...
Anyone else in the...
It's dangerous.
Then in the... Of course.
Is there something you'd like to say to...
Yeah! For starters, why'd you just show up here without even giving us a heads up?
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that
You do have a point there. Oh yeah! You'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Wanna tag along with us?
Sure, let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle... And in return, we can get Dainslift to be our very own personal bodyguard.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was... Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as...
Indeed.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker?
Much obliged.
Have either of you ever had your portrait painted?
That sounds like a lovely idea.
I dabble a...
He's an excellent...
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance...
I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, whatever style feels best to you.
Very well.
You can replicate it.
I can try.
Thank you.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end.
So much for just...
Not so loud! We're on a roll here.
Did you say something?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at night.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious... Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. Over here, we have Mr. Flintz, a ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously distracted the wild... For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. By his side is a new face for us all. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion.
Wow! That's a lot of people!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have enough.
You think I haven't got enough on my...
That would be me, Miss Nefer.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the Recher of Solnari.
Okay, bro. Okay. I can't use my mic. That's the problem.
Well, it's
It's
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still...
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends? What am I missing here?
Them to their fall, tearing Conria apart. The visionary, Vedifenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rhine-daughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Surtologi, who and last, but not least, Recher of Solnari, Rerir. Of the five, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions. So what changed in this?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, the fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedifenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeon. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had. Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me, like a never-ending night. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that...
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about...
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels...
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks.
Relax. It was meant to be a
I'll give your proposal some serious thought.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly enhanced.
I believe you've done so much for me. So I want to... From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because so far, I have yet... Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Ray here of Solnari.
Kutar.
Defeating the Ray here of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength...
Naturally. We should take...
We've considered several viable plans now. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him...
Understood.
As for the other two...
So you're placing all... You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment.
Ladies.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer.
Oh? And what?
This isn't about the money.
Look at them getting...
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery.
Is that right?
Anyway, Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And...
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. Why? You think I've got it...
Quite the opposite. But what makes...
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay.
That's very considerate. Now, I trust you share my cure. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's 'cause...
That's one way to put it. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access... The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safe... Think of this as a diving. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on Lastly, any individuals of
Well, good luck, everyone!
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our...
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're...
So, Paimon's like... the lifeguard?
Good.
So, did Mr. Dainsleif tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rerir kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall.
But surely you're not planning to...
If you think that, you'd be over it. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse?
Well, as long as you don't let morbid...
You're...
All right, I'm good.
All set over here, too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
All right. Let your... Close your...
must be his office. Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves, paperwork. According to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rarier? A file tucked in. But at this stage. Wonder what. Aha.
Please, hear me. I saw someone dressed in all black. It was a couple of days back.
There's a note in the margin. Surveillance of the run for. Could the voice in the recording? Bookshelves full of documents. Looks like these are all files. Packed. The crimson. Yep.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them, just like usual. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact. Neutralized. This one should be archived under... Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent neutralized. Another one for purged target. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Never mind. Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed, neutralized. Just another nobody for the archive. Come to think of it, I remember Female, 16. Occupation, not neutralized. Filed. I have no recollection of this. Female, 13. Neutralized. Filed. Male, 11. Occupation, none. Neutralized and... Male, 6.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of work. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts. It's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such.
No fooling a prophet, is there?
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good?
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. For both the burden of prophecy was never—
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to His Majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant.
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear of the unknown?
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then, let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Felindis? Guess I...
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rayrir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads...
Why are you...
Simple. I want you to kill him. You are the only...
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of...
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You too were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or...
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets? Over and over again? Or why we refuse the Vinster King? A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my words. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The Rayrir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rayrir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. Is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, how can we go on? Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever.
നോബി മൈക്കില്ല നോബി സോ എനിക്ക് സംസാരിക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല ഓക്കെ ബൈ
But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose, no matter who I have to face.
Was that Rayrir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by the surprises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out. Deli.
സംസാരിക്കാം പക്ഷേ ലൈക്ക് ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് നോയ്സ് കാരണം മറ്റേ ഹെഡ്സെറ്റ് പോലും ഇല്ല ഹെഡ്സെറ്റ് എടുക്കാൻ മറന്നു സോ അതുകൊണ്ട് പറ്റത്തില്ല ഭയങ്കര സൗണ്ടായിരിക്കും
So easily. And no one even remembers them.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be. So many have died already, and they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through Felindis? Are you even...
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off one. I heard you, though. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down...
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Rayrir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and Besides, my eyes, truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king?
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all.
But for now,
Nice, it is.
you need to keep yourselves hidden.
Anyone find you, anyone at all, don't forget that Rarir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's... For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me...
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of...
I won't speak in his defense. Nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape...
You call that change?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right...
Another day. Assassination. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway. Why wait? Don't we all? Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle. Keep your movements light. Nobody won't sense a thing.
ഇല്ലടാ അത് നമുക്ക് ലൈക്ക് ഈ മിഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി മാത്രം തന്നതാണ്.
Remember Orlog?
Orlog?
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke...
Yes, we did. What about him?
He was arrested 2 days ago. I just don't get it! After everything he's done, why do you still stand... Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep...
No, that's not...
I need to go now, Thelindis. They're looking for us. You take care too. If you ever need a place to...
Author, Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have no progress whatsoever. Things are getting worse by the day, but if all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later, it'll be my neck on the line. Could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
Hello, Amplifier bro. I'm good, bro. What about you?
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go
I
on
can
living.
understand, but
Is that
don't
really
know
such
to
an
speak.
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this. Would we? Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual.
അതിന് അമ്മ പോണം ബ്രോ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പറ്റത്തില്ല. കാരണം അമ്മയുടെ മുമ്പിൽ നിന്ന് എനിക്ക് ഗെയിം കളിക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല.
No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Thalindis? No. No! Why? But you bear no mark of the... How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be! A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it now. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friend... Urbansul. Finster King! How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
Okay, well, I will check it out later.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here.
I'm from Kerala, bro. Kerala, South.
But... If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission.
Good point. In that case...
No, please! I just want to see the outside world again.
Yes, yes.
Go on.
Yes. I know you're a man of your word.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? But remember, don't let anyone...
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifalnir. What are you trying to do? Break me down?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir. You risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thalindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedifal. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. What's his game here?
Good, bro. Good.
Tell me then. What will this moment of... And... no answer. He's like a ghost. Always disturbing me when I'm on edge, but never...
The Eclipse Dynasty was purging... well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. The king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rerir's life was so unstable.
Sorry, bro. I can't review right now. Sorry for that.
And it looks like this Thalindis, Rerir's would-be fiancée, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon Dynasty.
I will watch, bro, after the stream ends now. Amplifier Gamer 2.0 no. That I will search and watch.
It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster
King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way,
they might have gone deceiving each other for the rest of their... And why does Vedifalnir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts
okay, bro,
they're willing to let surface.
I do review accounts, but I don't have the mic. Like, my mic is not good right now, so I can't speak properly for some time.
Time for something a bit more creative.
I can review account anytime, Nobi.
We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time, building up a picture of his psyche. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction, but once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that we're...
Are you there?
Rerir! Come out, it's urgent!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay. I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universe.
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whenever...
എടാ ഞാൻ മൈക്ക് എന്ന് ഉദ്ദേശിച്ച് ഞാനിപ്പം ഡിവൈസിൻ്റെ മൈക്കിൽ കൂടെ സംസാരിക്കുന്നത്, അതാ വിഷയം.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness.
അതാന്നു, ബട്ട് സ്റ്റിൽ ഒരു ഇതില്ലേ എല്ലാത്തിനും? ഏത്?
The word on the street is that HYLOG only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible.
Lunatic. Robbed it here. What brings you here?
Why, Dainsliff, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
പക്ഷെ ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് വോയിസ് ഒന്നും കേൾക്കുന്നില്ല. ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ടിൽ ഫാന് ഫുൾ സ്പീഡ് ഇട്ടേക്കുക, അതാണ്.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the rumors must be true. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veet doesn't even try to hide his envy when he's...
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task. And as for Efterveet, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mount...
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
You must be Rerir. Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me. You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsliff, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedalfinir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him...
Vedalfinir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and her. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedafilnir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary?
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedafilnir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath.
You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedafilnir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not my blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedafilnir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the extent of his majesty's madness is now all too clear. You have noble ambitions, Dane. But I'm afraid...
A letter of pardon? For whom? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon. This black fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindus. But why is it taking this form? Another mystery I'll need to...
Author Thelindus. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 6. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding Moon Marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon Marrow can thus be defined as a space. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our... To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this, as well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource. We are neglecting other promising technologies.
Okay, bye.
I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful, but as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is... heard you're gonna leave the city with your...
Galindus, did you hear about...
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never...
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you... Logically, I should... But enough about that.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon.
A red moon? You mean...
That's right. Our moon. Promise.
I promise, Galindus.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become no matter how long it takes.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne.
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rheindater will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to...
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Found you. Hello. Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that...
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstrance.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continued...
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. Yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable... I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slow...
Forgive my curtness, Vedifulnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I...
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could risk...
I sense hatred in you. But also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant... But this is not the end. It is the beginning. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm?
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedifulnir.
You mean your future? With your beloved?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I...
In matters of fate, answers are either right or... That is the cruelest thing about fate.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the... You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it?
My voice? In your head? So, you hear it too? The voice that... It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedifulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life. As if he'd discovered some monument.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, for as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only... It is up to you whether you believe my words.
Hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas?
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedifulnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time.
monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? Universitas Magistrorum. The Universitas. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. But if they were ever gonna activate...
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't!
That sounded like an explosion. What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run. And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in great...
Universitas Magistrorum? Why now? They're coming! It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Of course. All the I'm done for. Please stay back! Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Celindus? No, don't do it! Celindus! Celindus!
I told you, Rerir. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know why? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rerir, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair or desire. We all have our own.
Rerir. Rerir.
Flindis?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rerir? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. I will find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get in a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge... His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of... Everyone, I'm back.
Never! She's fine.
Yes, you will have seen the events of Rerir's life through my thoughts. It's now
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about. However, I would not consider Rerir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again.
That's not what I meant.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the now. As for you, Missy.
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the...
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others for... Yehoda?
Yes, boss!
That's more like it. For a moment there...
Forgive my curiosity, but...
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss...
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she will... In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share. There's nothing I dislike more than other people in...
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourself.
I'm sorry? What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Boss, what's wrong?
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But
has anything like this ever happened?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent.
Is there anything I can...
The first clause of your contract.
Meaning you're not feeling lazy, right?
Meaning this is not...
Boss, it's fine. Really.
Oh, listen to you.
What?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another
well, anyway... I suggest everyone finds... Even though all the... You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it...
Don't I have the best...
If we can find a suitable...
Oh, Lama. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination. Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces. You have my word that I will get us all out of here.
Expecting visitors at this hour.
Oh.
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you all day.
Oh, yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change?
What do you mean, loose change?
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently?
Get in his good books? What?
I've written a new song.
A new song, huh?
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords. Come find...
Pile of stones. Got it. Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
We have a well again!
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in. You wouldn't be...
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be... You know how... But things are looking...
So you're the...
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us. And the fastest way...
So, do you get anything?
Of course.
That's our well, and you know it! Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or in that a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert There's a handwritten note on the ground.
Liyue, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. This is my I'm writing to praise the god. You told me to write. I urgently. This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died. What a
Officer, welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least...
This is the finest wine Aro village has to offer.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away.
I don't recognize her.
She showed up here a few days ago and we took her in. She's a really bright kid. Please help. I'm begging you.
So, where are...
Nowhere special.
What about the rest of your family?
Just the one. Correct.
So, no brothers, no...
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers, and my...
I'll get over here. Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just...
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs.
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite.
I think what you're saying is a weak...
You see? Sharp as they come. You see things the way they are.
Because of where I...
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check if...
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well...
Not exactly. It's not...
The House of Dane. Whatever you're looking for, that'd be...
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it.
Hey, you're a great teacher. And you do your best for all you... It's not just...
Oh, my dear.
I haven't. This must be it. Let's take a... A dilapidations. This one was who was it? This one. In clinical this seems like... Wait. The note says... This next one is... A few words of protest regarding in recent years, the academia has taken on a small number of students from the desert region, as per the policy to this effect. However, as well education as I do hope you will give some serious attention to... And the sender... I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad So this is where letters from the whatever. I'm not exactly holding out. I can't believe how much I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down and read through all the documents in this place. Wait. Could the...
Greetings, HYLOG. My name is Sinue, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business. And the Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe has fallen on particular... There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago. The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our ancestry to... I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option. So I took some water to keep me and my tribe alive. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like to take you up on that offer, because I really need your help. I wonder if you could send an academia representative to meet with me. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started. We have next to no resources here in the
From the outset, the academia never took... And you were so... You swore. You liar. And who fell for it? Just me. Which makes... I think I'll take over from here. I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You...
I'm quitting.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity.
It was. But it doesn't matter.
I have more important things to do. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left... What's wrong?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your town?
Yeah, about that. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of... It's not worth much. Keep it.
But never...
All right, that's all from me.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in the... And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to... I'll be lucky. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume...
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the Iab people. The ever-shifting balance of power.
Huh. So, you do know...
This well is the...
You're not wrong.
Of course not. Records uncovered by the... I checked the map
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million...
Don't get greedy. We know far more.
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, I hope I am making myself...
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me...
You see how I'm... And what...
I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed.
Gladly. So let's
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the...
What? Well, don't just stand.
Yes, Chief.
I have every...
What is it?
The Unuts were...
I don't think so.
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the well...
No! Please, Ambassador, just... That well is...
Glad to hear it.
If there is...
Wow. All it took was a few words.
So, in summary, Ambassador...
The Iab, so let me...
Kill them all.
Precisely at the same time.
We have our own rule.
Right. Natural. Weren't the Iab... Let me be clear.
Sane.
Good. You see... be vile, the monsters who destroyed my home. They're just ordinary. I think maybe I've even done. Oh, Sinuhe. My gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today. But you couldn't do what had to be done.
Nefer, it's okay.
I believe I remember.
Yeah.
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright. So, anyway, that's enough of that. Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, how much?
Yes, if we can.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone.
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest...
Ah.
I didn't know you were clued up.
I'm no expert in the history of...
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's boss enough for ya.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity. But I know about...
What about him? Is he...
Well, he's not a small deal. Let's put it that... Please, this is the bare-bone bait. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in.
I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to... I want to do the whole name.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King. One of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Never! Hey!
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt. Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I had a duty to ensure.
Good to know your sense of justice.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to...
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before by using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past. Well, the monster formerly known as Rerir. It seems I alerted him.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to...
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Iab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. The Unut and the Iab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of the final blow to the Iab came at the victory feast. When an Unut, having gotten my revenge, I returned as I stood there gazing at the temple. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret. And with this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that every god plays favorites.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes. Gather the others. It's time to... Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further The Reihir of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Khanrian subject.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But, no matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that...
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate. And this seems...
Miss Lama, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold the term Moongate is one I have heard before. But
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some—
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon.
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the moon gate, since it is a path to the moon. And right now...
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gate. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the wild hunt is a distributed phenomenon.
Makes sense to me. Explains why the wild hunt is so pervasive.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss...
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely...
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding. This raises some interesting questions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank...
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir...
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but...
Mine too. We could never know.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting.
That's very thoughtful of you.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest. Hey, is this a bad time? No need. Anyway, Nefer went back to the Curatorium to get some rest. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnarians, it's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out.
Honestly?
Well, I asked her that same question. She felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora.
2 days? Holy moly!
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us? Great. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo Duran, we figured we'd bounce the idea off you first.
Oh, Hyman's dying.
All right, so... We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and...
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here.
I choose my words very intentionally.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated, in my view.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're gonna to be clear, I don't doubt—
I want to do everything within my power. The Raher of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent.
Well, that tracks with— as in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. Of course, everyone—
Thank you.
I should be the one thing—
This is a thorough...
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rerir and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, From the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right, then it's settled.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want any—
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice.
Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if every—
We shall indeed. You'll also. You are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangama Bay. So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth is. In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know you're full.
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping—
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around? It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually said Mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notcry is gonna go down.
Okay. So what exactly—
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went and used it all up at once.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean—
You will? Well, in that case.
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Raker of Solnari.
You're putting me in a difficult position.
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic.
Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to ta-da! See? It's right here! Ah, it's so pretty! Did you make it? No, aha! No wonder you were talking about Lucky Charms at the that's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever.
There may come a day when everyone faces a great I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated, but if you want to know more... Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kasharawar talents, he was the obvious choice. Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have got... Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? So nosy.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project.
Could be, could be. Anyway, I just
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done. Either way. Huh? What does that...
Paimon's just super surprised.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big beam. There are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangamabe is the best in the business. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes. Oh, that? I was just making... Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. My priority is doing the business that I want.
Alright.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be?
Traveler, Paimon. Good.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures.
What? You can actually dissect?
That depends on your definition of wild hunt.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The wild hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of its... Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptotire, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being, perhaps the only explanation for his... Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm you could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot...
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat him?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she could never be accepted. It means she spent...
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end.
Hi, Jishnu.
Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well...
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
അതെ അതെ മലയാളിയാണ് ബ്രോ.
All right then. Stay safe.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes.
My lady.
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis. Though this is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to, for me, that means fighting for this gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Hey everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard...
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainsleif?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, but it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe
You're different from other people.
you're more perceptive than most. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleif?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other time, I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too...
Is that because hatred survives?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without...
You're welcome.
Friend, he betrayed me.
Okay.
Okay, bro. I can, bro. I can.
You see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened.
I need some time.
Of course, actually.
You mean the
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. And even now, they still support me.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel... Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there?
Huh. Shall we?
Sure. Hello. Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand.
You will? Oh, thank you!
They needn't be.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to... You can't control their gratitude. It's nearly showtime! Let's go rob it!
ബ്രോ ഫ്രണ്ട് റിക്വസ്റ്റ് അയച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട് ബ്രോ.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint!
Not too long.
Are you nervous about—
Quite the opposite. When I was awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battle, but after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, my restless—
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae but it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in—
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerve. Please.
Never! Over here!
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary.
ബ്രോനെ വേറെ മലയാളി ഗെൻഷിൻ പ്ലേയേഴ്സിനെ വല്ലതും അറിയാമോ?
Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range.
Excellent.
The chess set's looking a little—
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage.
No sense sitting around waiting.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding.
Got it! Be careful, traveler!
I will.
Everyone, take your position. Every ounce of strength we have in our...
Ready? Let's go.
Become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You sport before I tear down the moon.
ബ്രോ യൂട്യൂബിൽ നോബി ഏഞ്ചൽ എന്ന ഒരു ചാനലുണ്ട്. ഒരു പിങ്ക് കളർ ഒരു ഗേൾ സ്ട്രീമറുണ്ട്. പുള്ളിക്കാരി മലയാളി ഗെൻഷിൻ പ്ലെയർ. ഞങ്ങൾക്കും അവിടെ ഒരു കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി ഉണ്ട്. ബ്രോയ്ക്ക് താല്പര്യമുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാം.
Move! The moonlight betrays you. Move! Hunt them down!
Can't hide the truth.
The moonlight betrays you. Move! The moonlight betrays you. You will be burned. It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Move! The moonlight betrays you.
Ends here.
The moonlight betrays you. Futile. The moonlight betrays you.
Seek within.
Move! The moonlight betrays you.
No, we've been separated.
Will it take?
Never. Where are the others?
I guess he really doesn't like us.
Knowing change is always a death sentence.
Can you hear me? But at least I know they're still there. I need to plan. Remember my most important task. Just keep stalling. The moment will come.
Your death is within my grasp!
Wipe out!
No more lies. Seek within. Can't hide the truth. Let's see what you're made of.
Lambs to the slaughter. Destroyed and reborn. Your death is within my grasp.
Absurd.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Never. Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist. And then, I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on. Keep
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them as entertaining as they are. You've backed yours.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day.
ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് അവിടെ ഒരു ഡിസ്കോഡ് ചാനലൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. വേണമെങ്കിൽ ബ്രോയ്ക്ക് ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാം. അവിടെ ഭൂരിഭാഗം പേരും മലയാളീസാണ്.
I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarir.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid.
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you! What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rheindotter in our midst.
How about that?
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open!
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Reverie.
We won.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake.
Even so. Okay, in business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue other.
Still, I don't like this outcome. People suffer when they make sacrifice. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing some.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing and I'll send full details through Yehoda. My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eye... I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just...
You're right. There's no... But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the coup...
Things are a little different now from how they...
Friends.
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
Phew. Well, that's...
Glad to hear you didn't starve.
Well... What? Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual...
Well, I'm back.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Barker and the others are He also dropped off some medical... if you're feeling up to it.
How are you feeling today?
Much better.
Relieved to hear it. If that...
Yep. We're here for you.
Oh wait! Where's Nefer?
How are her eyes?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter...
Yeah, but you gotta be careful.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I...
Oh, sure. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second.
You bet.
Sure thing.
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think? No, definitely a snake. A poison. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective. What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. Oh, fuck. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strange. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he... Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison. His response was, did he really think I'd fall for that? So that's enough for you to... He's a prisoner, and he was scared. He lives in fear because it's preposterous. Yet they say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Good. If you understand that, if you ask me... For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't... So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Oh, is that what it looks like? Well, when you find yourself in a situation you can't control, if you understand what's at stake, very good.
Oh wait! Now that the panic's over, after all that build-up...
Huh? Am I imagining?
That close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on. He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
Okay guys, thanks for watching my stream. I'm gonna end it right here.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device.
Why come and ask me when you...
I mostly...
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
Discord പുള്ളിക്കാരിയുടെ ചാനലിൽ ഡിസ്കോഡിൻ്റെ ലിങ്ക് ഉണ്ട്. വേണമെങ്കിൽ അവിടെ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാം. എന്ത് ഹെൽപ്പ് വേണമെങ്കിലും അവിടെ ഉണ്ട്.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the Curatorium.
Huh? Charitable? Who's...
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nodcry, your desert interest.
Stop! What do you think you're doing?
It's nothing to hide from.
How...
You're a curious case, Lord Sung, but I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a will, there's a way.
Okay.
You did it for Sumeru.
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. It was something I looked into. But after discussing, the tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
Okay.
It's a pity.
So?
But surely...
You don't get... Just thinking about it.
Thank you.
For...
And the pen.
Oh, that...
Seems like we've both been away from...
Yeah. So long that...
That would be your...
Yeah. Though it's been years since my sister... It's not like I want to forget. My sister can't help me now.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass
away,
beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടില്ല. പിന്നെ അതുമല്ല ലവമേ ഇല്ല, അതുകൊണ്ട് പിന്നെ ഹോൾഡ് ചെയ്യാന്ന് വെച്ച്. അടുത്ത് ഇനി 6.2 ഷിലോണിന് വിടുന്നുണ്ട്, അപ്പം അതിന് പുള്ളിയാന്ന് വിചാരിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that plus...
Oh, absolutely. You've got a lot...
I appreciate...
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm...
What?
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nodcry. Sometimes, when
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Duran played a big part in forming the alchemical array.
ഡ്യൂറൻ എനിക്ക് പുള്ളിയൊന്നും ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ബട്ട് ഡ്യൂറന് വേണ്ടി എനിക്ക് ഷിലോണിൻ ഇല്ല ഇതുവരെ. ലൈക്ക് നാലാം ക്യാരക്ടേഴ്സ് അധികമില്ല. സോ അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ ഷിലോണിൻ പുള്ളിയാന്ന് വെച്ച്. പിന്നെ ഡ്യൂറൻ റീറണ്ണിൻ്റെ ലൈക്ക് അവൻ യൂസ് വല്ലതും ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ എൻ്റെ ഉള്ള ടീംസ് ചെയ്ത് എവിടെയെങ്കിലും യൂസ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ റീറണ്ണിൽ പുള്ളിയാന്ന് വെച്ചു.
See? Did you catch that? A master class.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now?
Handling a drinks order is
Paimon believes it. To be totally
Don't worry. To put it in this, when facing an enemy you have no hope of defeat. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, for this to work, for added the alchemical, that power.
What surprised, given his history with Rerir, he had every right to...
It must have been a painful...
Absolutely. He was torn between... Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave us...
That's the only reason you're here.
Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends. I think this is very important. So I felt I had to come and tell you.
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup.
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down.
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point?
Polonia, please see Lady Columbine.
Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this... We just wanted to, see how you were doing now that... Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rayhir of Solnari would be able to lay so much as a... Mostly, because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are... Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead. Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant, dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy... Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me... Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer. Who else? Pretty much all the mecha in Fontaine are his personal handiwork. Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? I mean, I guess we were friendly enough. Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request, but I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. What a... So... that's where the formulas in your notebook are from? I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formula. Alain's work was like epic poetry. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least, solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Nazissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper, a sense of nostalgia for the... Unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits... But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around.
they nurtured that dream with the full power. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve, and it's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in him. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt, and although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view, or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him. Same difference, really. Really? I can't tell whether that's because you disapprove of his deeds or Renee no longer exists in this world. And the dream he started, I don't like fanatics who get... Maybe I could understand if Renee had just... Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a After that, the only thing supporting his work was the... But although the desire to save Fontaine, I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human yet Alain's intellect was simply... Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he quit working on his formulas. He told me that the director of the Nazissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was... At the very end, he laid down many years after that. And that is the story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz Institute. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation. The other sought desperate... I do sometimes... Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them. Or maybe they just wanted to... But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the... Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world? The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked, he gave the exact same... No elaboration. Just a quick short answer before... Alright, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want. Polonia, exit hybrid...
Okay guys, bye. Thanks for watching my stream. See you next time. Bye.